boy. Hello, friends. Hello, everyone. I'm still trying to get in here and share this into all the groups where I need to share it. So, hello and welcome, everyone. I thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Heidi Corona, and Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi is the name that I go by. And I have brought with me some friends today. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look, see my friends? See my friends? This is Paul and Luke. And I'm super excited to have them joining all of us today so that we can do free readings left and right, man. Whichever way we're drawn. I just can't wait. So this is going to be super awesome. Please, guys, if you don't mind sharing out this video to your timeline, to your story, in a group where it's allowed, tag your friends in. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be awesome. So awesome. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to give it a moment. I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves so I don't butcher it any further. Paul and Luke, I'm handing it over to you.
Hi, I'm Luke, and I am Double Trouble's half that does all sorts of wonderful crystal ball readings. I've got various friends with me, going from Miss Scarlet all the way around to Sebastian. And I also do a bit of a mishmash. I've got Viking ruin stones that I read, angel cards such as these. A really all-rounder here, and I really do enjoy the challenge. And I recently acquired a new set from one of my fans, and this is Druid Animal Guide cards. And I do readings with those as well. So,
Nice
if you're up
deck.
for the challenge, so am I.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm the other half to Double Trouble at home. I do acoustic wax art. So, yeah, I will be asking people to pick 3 colours, and then I go over to my little desk and actually do them while I leave these lovely 2 people to actually give you lovely readings from your loved ones and bring your loved ones through.
Fantastic. So say hello, guys. Tell us where you're tuning in from so that we can catch your vibes. And Paul will let you know if he's drawn to you so that you can pick your 3 special colors and he can start on your wax art. This is probably something you've not seen too often. It is definitely an awesome, spectacular spiritual a skill for him to have. And I just love witnessing the way he scries your art and comes through with a beautiful message for you as well. So drop it in. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. Hello. We do see you in the comments over here. Hi, Peggy from Illinois, girl. Kathy's tuning in from Philadelphia. Daisy's here. Hi, Daisy. Mary Lou's in Tennessee. Hi, Donna Ray. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It looks like triple trouble to me. I don't
Yes.
know. What do you think?
Heidi,
Oh, yeah.
that Donna Ray, she actually, bear with me a second.
Oh, he's gone in a wonder.
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
That Donna Ray watches us all the time from Canada.
All
and
right.
she actually sent us this all the way from Canada, bless her.
That is beautiful. Donna
She made
Ray.
it all herself, and she does make them herself.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Donna, drop your info in there into the chat. Is this something that she offers?
She normally does it for friends and family, and she
Oh,
don't normally get anything for it. But I'd love to promote her and get her
yes.
to get some money for doing these because they're worth a fortune. I feel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. It's Donna Roy. I apologize. I didn't say that right. Donna Roy. Donna, that's lovely and gorgeous. And I'll tell you, spirit uses whatever works for you. And that is a spiritual inspired craft. That's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure you make them for friends, family. It moves your heart. Maybe there just maybe are others who might want a little trinket from you, Donna. Thank you for sharing. And thank you, Paul, for sharing. I love that. I do want to say thank you guys so much for sending those stars. I do receive 1 penny per star on the broadcast, and we are going to split all the stars that we get from you guys today because we know that you don't have to send them, and it is a very kind way to show your support of us and what we do. So thank you so much. To get us started here, Paul, are you drawn to anyone in the comments, maybe?
Yes, Pam Dyke. Is that Dyke?
Devita.
Yes.
Yes. If I can ask her for 3 colours, please. I'll get my bit of paper. I always forget something.
Oh,
Colours that she's drawn to, please. And I will write them down.
perfect. So there's a teeny tiny delay in the comments. You guys can see that here. We see them as they're coming up on the screen. So Pam Dite, Paul's drawn to you, and he would like for you to pick 3 colors so that he can create a beautiful wax art for you and give you a reading. Pam. So let him know. Let him know. I see you all here. Hi, Bonita. Hi, Lori. We're doing okay. Hi, Adele. Yes, the 3 Musketeers, Double Trouble and Triple Trouble up here. So I want to do some readings. Here we go. Oh, Pam's got your colors, Paul.
Red, purple, black.
Ooh, those are excellent colors. I can't wait to see this. You guys don't even know. I have a whole collection of Paul's wax art. I've gotten several, and I like to swap them in and out of my setup. They're so gorgeous. They're so meaningful to the individual who receives them. I want to say that it's activating, and it really does connect on a soul level. And it's just, I'm so inspired by you, Paul. I'm excited to be here with all you guys today.
Yes, so I will be back and leave you with these lovely people to actually bring your loved ones through.
All right.
He's gone and left the new Double Trouble behind.
New Double Trouble. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to just grab my own real life Oracle deck. I'd like to give a bit of a message here to whomever I'm drawn to. I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for sharing the video and hanging out with all of us. Again, my name is Heidi. I'm in California in America, and welcome if you're new to me. Or new to us here. Welcome in, welcome in. We all work a little bit differently, but Spirit works with us in whatever way is right for us, and it is a beautiful thing. So thank you all for showing up. I am drawn to Robin Waters Dykes. Robin from Central Mississippi. Robin, would you like a message from me, love? I see your hello, but I really feel like I want to give you a quick message. Robin, thank you for being here. Robin, and I appreciate you subscribing to the YouTube channel. That always does help. I am growing my channel, and I appreciate that. Oh boy. All right. So Robin. Okay, I have, please, I need it, she says. I know, dear, I know. I feel it here. You have a few different cards that fell on the floor for you, okay? So let's just kind of piece through these real quick. So the first card that fell is absolutes, okay, Robin? So sometimes we may not recognize that we are kind of pigeonholing ourselves into the circumstances that we don't desire because of the way that we think about things. Okay, I'll never get ahead in life. These problems just keep growing, and there's never resolution. These are ways that we can accidentally really think about it deeply, even believe it to be true, that moves things into those undesirable directions. Okay, so Robin, recognizing where your headspace is at and playing with the gray areas. Okay, nothing is truly absolute. If you can find that gray area, that's where your wiggle room is to manifest yourself into the circumstances that you truly do desire. Okay, so absolutes, these are the 2 that fell for this as well. Sorrow, grief, sadness, despair, and mourning, and heavy. Okay, so I can understand how we can go through challenging times here in this life, and it can really weigh on us. Okay, but it comes to a certain point where you know, we've got to recognize that maybe some of these things we can put down or leave behind us. I hate to say this, but an attitude of pessimism can sometimes manifest those kinds of experiences that are undesirable. Okay, nothing good ever happens to me. I don't have that kind of support. Life is always hard. Have you ever said this in your mind? I know I have. Life's too hard. Life is always hard, but the truth is always is flimsy. You have to find that thread of possibility. So maybe it has been challenging. However, recognizing the headspace, Robin, and thinking up, opening yourself up to receive instead of closing your possibilities. Okay, like instead of there's never enough to go around, somehow my needs have always been met, right? Can we put that into perspective? Can we just look at it a little differently? Maybe I'm not over in abundance. Maybe I don't have a huge excess, but somehow my needs have always been met. So I need to put that into perspective and plug that in instead of There's never enough. There's never enough. I hope you can follow me here, dear, because I feel like this is in a couple different areas and it's not unwarranted. You have had some hardships, okay? But now is the time to recognize what inner postures, head spaces, energetic patterns that you might be keeping alive or active as a self-protection or whatnot, what things you can put down, Robin, because we don't have to look at the world the same way it's always been, because you are changing and some of those problems are now of the past, and it's okay to welcome in new energy and new blessings. Robin, that's what I feel. You're making space for blessings. That is what I have for Robin. Thank you, Robin. I hope that resonates with you, darling. Oh, let's see.
Wow.
Really positive, a lot to do, just me, caregiver. Oh, that's that heaviness. Ooh, girl, that's that heaviness, the caregiver for the 97-year-old. Okay. So I just want to say to you, be that hopeful, positive, optimistic person to lead everyone, because sometimes we recognize when others might be predicting negativity, if you will, and then you can say, hey, that's not exactly true, right? It doesn't mean it's going to turn out that way. Turning around some of that pessimistic outlook that you may see in your environment, Robin, would definitely help everyone to move in a more beneficial direction. Now that's really what I have for her.
Wow.
Thank you, Robin. And how about
Wow.
you?
I'm feeling drawn to a Carol King.
Yay,
Because,
Carol.
yeah, because see, I'm getting images on my crystal ball. This is what I'm using at the moment. This is the Dark Messenger. And he just started lighting up towards the end of your meeting. So, and I just heard this name, Carol King, being resonated in the back of my mind. Like, so it's like Tonka's on it again. Tonka's on go. He's really starting to play. So I feel I want to go to Carol King. So as I tune into Carol's energies, I'm getting some really amazing pictures. That I would say some of them are quite hilarious actually, because I'm looking at Carol here, and she stood in the middle of like a city dump. Yeah, and there's always refuse all around her, like piled up really, really high. And I can see her aura reflecting off her body, and she's got a lot of black bags there and a lot of black bags here. So the black bags on the heart side, this is all the negativity and junk that belongs to her personally. But on the other side, which is off heart side, she's got a lot of plastic bags piled up there that other people are putting on top of her. So I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of negative stuff going on around you. And now I can just see that I'm in this hospital environment, and I'm seeing the top of the head being lifted off, Carol. And I'm looking inside, and there is a hurricane blowing in there, girl. I'm telling you, a hurricane, because it's going like this all the way round and round and round and round and round. So, Carol, there's a lot of stuff going on round about you that you really don't need. So I'm thinking to myself, Tonka, what do we do about this? Have we got someone that can sort this out? Oh, strangely enough, I can actually hear someone coming in from behind me. Now, this, for those of you who don't know, is my living room main window, and Spirit just love to come through the window, despite the fact I've got a very good serviceable door just on the side there. And I can feel an energy coming in, and this energy is this is a male energy, because he's making his way across to my left-hand side. And as he comes in, I'm getting images put into my head now. And this chap worked with cattle. He found himself on a horse, and he was like herding cattle from one place to another, from markets and back again. And he's got a rope that he would twirl around like this, and he would catch runaway cattle, calves, cows, bulls, whatever it happened to be. And he's telling me that he's coming in to work with you, Carol, because one of the things he wants to do is he wants to help you lasso and tie up all of this negative influences that's coming in your life. So what he wants to do is literally, as I am observing him through the crystal, he's tying up this, I'll call it a gremlin for a better word, this gremlin that's causing trouble. And he's actually putting him on the campfire. and it's all going whoosh with a big black cloud of smoke. And he's continuously doing this. And he's saying to me, there is so much junk around you that we really need to start getting rid of it. So he's picking up these sacks, these black plastic sacks full of all sorts of stuff, right? And he's putting them on this fire and it's going whoosh. And he said the more that he works with you to do this, the lighter the atmosphere around you is going to be. And it's going to be to a point where you no longer feel like you're stuck in a wind tunnel or a hurricane that's blowing round and round and round, right? And the other thing I want to tell you is I can sense there is going to be another guide coming in, because I've been given the image here of a clown. Now, I recognize this clown from my childhood because as a youngster, I used to watch on Christmas Day Billy Smart's Circus. And he used to have a whole bunch of clowns. And one of them was called Coco the Clown. And he was a bit of a, well, the way he dressed with his costumes, you thought he was a little bit rotund, right? And he had the big nose, squeezy nose, the flower with the water jets and all sorts. And they're telling me that they are sending in a jester, so like a clown-like spirit guide is going to be coming in, and he's going to interject lots of laughter and fun back in to your environment, so that you are going to be uplifted. They're showing me you floating in the air, so you're no longer going to be stuck in the lower ground and the realms where all the negativity is. It's going to be blown away with laughter and joy and happiness. So what Spirit are really saying to you now is you need to look about offloading all of this negative energy that's coming from other people, where they're opening up and telling you all sorts of negative issues. What I would generally call, basically, they're offloading their life stories to you, and they're telling you all their woes, their ails, their aches, and their pains. And instead of you brushing it off at the end of the conversation, you're sucking it all in. You're breathing in this negativity. So that's got to come to an end. So what I would say to you is there are people in your life that don't need to be there. Okay? So I'm being given an image of a sword, right? And it's going like this. So it's a sword of Damocles, and it's cutting ties with negative influences. So you need to sit down with yourself and be honest with yourself and say, do I need these individual negative people in my life? Okay? If the answer to that is no, then it's time to distance yourself from them. Get yourself cleansed. Cleanse all your chakras back up. Make them polish and shine like they should do. And look at every single person in there, whether they be people from Facebook, Lux neighbors, people you sit and have coffee with, all that sort of thing, and just look at them. Which of these people are taking me off my spiritual path and filling my head and my body and my spirit with negative energy, and which are promoting it? Then you have to make that choice. Do they stay or do they go? That choice is entirely yours. But Spirit are saying they're bringing laughter back in, and they're going to help you tie up the negativity. But you have to give them the first sign that that's where you want to go, and then they'll go hell for leather go and sort everything out. Okay? And they say that with all the love of Spirit, and I can see them showering you now with pink petals from roses, just to let you know that they're up there and they're sending their love, and they really want to come in and help you. All you need to do is make those decisions, right? And I leave you with their love and say, thank you very much, my dear. That was a pleasure to read for you.
That was beautiful.
Guess
I got
who's
chills
back?
right now.
Guess who's back?
Right, can we go?
Yeah, the third musketeer.
Right. Pam, is it okay to do this reading for you?
Yep.
Right. In this card, I'm going to leave it in suspense. I'm going to read some of it first before I actually show.
You're leaving her in. You're leaving her
Yes.
in suspenders.
Yes. what I'm actually seeing in this, yes, you are a very spiritual person, and you could be on the platform actually doing things like this. But there is a lot of things that have been going around in your head, and they're telling me that you do need to ground yourself a bit more in the love of spirit. That the black, which I'll show you, the black all around here is like you need to be grounding yourself deep, like being in a field, and imagine while you're meditating, imagine your feet being buried into like roots that is growing to is growing. Also, if you look, I've got to try and bring it here. There is a lady actually in spirit that is I feel is around you, and I do feel it is a family member. I do get a motherly feel. If it's not your mother, it is someone who is very close to you as a mother. Can you see that? The lady just in there, it is quite faint. Like you do actually have to have a look to actually see it there. But there's a lady here who's in around you, and she is coming in, and she's saying there's been so much things going on around you at the moment. You just don't know whether you're coming or going, and things are just starting to look up. But when things start looking up, you seem to be pulled right back again. But they are actually coming in to give you the love of spirit and the love of all your family and friends that are in spirit around you, and actually coming in to give you the love that you so do deserve and you do need. There has been quite a few tears, and there is also an apology coming from spirit. And they're actually saying sorry they couldn't hold on, if you can resonate with that. um this lady is actually saying sorry she could not hold on. She had to go when she did. She was just too tired, she could not hold on. And but she's just coming in and saying I am with you, and I will never leave you. And also there is what looks like the teapot from Beauty and the Beast. So I don't know whether that resonates with you or something, but I've been told to give you that. And the dog, like from Toto, Toto, is it from
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, is actually here as well. So I don't know whether they resonate with you, but they are actually coming in and actually letting you know. I don't know what it's for, but they're actually telling me that they are actually coming in to give you fun and laughter back that you do actually need. And I'm going to say, bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do that for you.
Beautiful reading. And she said that's her mama, Paul. That was just so special. Beautiful.
Yeah. And I do feel she's actually been waiting for her mum to come through, and apologised that she had to go before she wanted her to. So a lot of love, and I started to well up here myself. So let's cut the link.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading for Pam Diet. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. Okay, so I need to give a quick message to Dakota. Dakota, I saw your question earlier. You said if this is not a medical question, because I'm not a medical practitioner, right? But you just want to know if your intuition is on point, that there's further to discover. Okay, so I agree with you that there is. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. Cake baking is the card that came out for you, Dakota Hannell, regarding your situation. And what this means is that all is not necessarily revealed in this moment, that there's more to the process that is unfolding, and clarity will come with time. This card also indicates that what you add to the process could potentially change the outcome. So recognize what kinds of things you may be ingesting or absorbing or partaking in some way that have maybe a potentially an adverse effect on your health. Okay, you know you and what's right for you and what's not. But cake baking indicates that there's an unfoldment, a process of following breadcrumbs, and also what's needed, adding in what's needed so that you can have that healthy resolution that you desire. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck for you is by the book, girl. This is about you holding yourself accountable to show up for the appointments, to do all the right things, and keeping your eyes on the prize here, because I do feel like there is more to learn. I don't feel like this is a scary learning thing. I feel like this is empowered awareness that you are stepping into for your own physical satisfaction and better health as well, Dakota. So no worries. You're on the right track. I feel like things are going to move in a positive direction. Okay, I had to give that to Dakota. I had to.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Donna Roy, that you were shouting out, she asked me for a message. You guys mind if I give her? Paul,
No,
would you like to
no.
ask someone for more colors?
Yeah, Jodie Jenkins, please.
Yay, Jody! I'm so excited for my friends. Jody, Paul wants you to pick 3 colors.
Mhm.
And if we haven't said hi to people, hi and welcome to this. I hope you enjoy this evening.
Yes, absolutely. Hello and welcome in. My name is Heidi. That's Paul. That's Luke over there. We're doing free readings all the way around. Yes, Dakota says, thank you. I feel like something is there. I'm just trying to figure it out. And I do feel like that clarity will come to you as long as you continue to follow those threads and your intuition, girl. So stay on top of that. All right. Donna Roy. Ooh, Donna. Donna, I got a card for you here, love, from my own real life oracle deck. The card is tumultuous. Okay, so tumultuous. Sometimes we can get involved with tumultuous individuals or people or patterns or whatnot. I just want to say sometimes people can be very charming and charismatic. Okay, tumultuous can be charming, charismatic. It moves to its own rhythm, the beat of its own drum. Okay, and it can be quite charismatic, enthusiastic. It can really draw you in. Hey, look at this new different thing. This seems real exciting. Something that's, I'm flirting with danger here a little bit. Okay, but what you don't realize is this energy also comes with kind of an unreliability. Okay, it's not really a responsible individual, if you will. Okay, so this could be something that is kind of like a can of worms that, had you known about, you would not have opened or gotten involved in. Okay, so recognizing the warning flags or the red flags, warning signs, as you step into new interactions, new relationships, new opportunities, because some of these things are, you get wrapped up in, and like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that I would get so involved with all this other stuff that comes with this amazingly charismatic, charming individual. Potentially, sometimes we love these people. I'll just be honest here. Sometimes these are family members, close friends, whatever. Maybe we can't exactly detach, disconnect, this kind of thing. What I want to say is that we can't change these people either, or their patterns. Okay, but if you love them and you can show up and be there for them, it's a learning experience, and healthy boundaries are necessary. Okay, I need to say to you, Donna, that someone like this may not be real comfortable or familiar with boundaries. So holding these kinds of people accountable to flow like the rest of the world or like everyone else is sometimes what's necessary, because I feel this could be some catastrophizing kind of headspace. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this is a big problem, but it's really not a big problem. Calm down, calm down. We'll try to figure this out, right? But it takes a lot of your effort to try to smooth things over. And I want to say to you, if this never, ever, ever, ever changes, girl, would you be happy to live the rest of your experience connected to this kind of stuff? Okay, because we can't change people, but we can change our relationship to the patterns that they have. And sometimes that's really challenging. I do say, Donna Roy, you have fantastic energy. Absolutely fantastic. I got chills right now. I need to say this right now. To have such a beautiful luminescence sometimes calls in those who really need healing. And they feel like, I got chills from head to toe. They feel like it can come from you, but I want to take a bit off of your shoulders and say, Donna, it's not up to you to heal the world. It's not up to you to fix these kinds of problems that might be within people, but to have healthy boundaries on how you'll let it affect your life, because you show up and do the right thing no matter what. And I understand that we want others to do the same, but it's their free will choice. Whew. Donna Roy, sending love to you and all your healing energy. That's truly what it is. Those who can't create healing within their own patterns can sometimes seek out that catalyst who can help that happen. And I have to say, the catalyst is you being firm in your boundaries, speaking up and advocating when you feel like you need to. That will help things move in a positive direction for all involved, even if it's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable, but but sometimes that's necessary. Donna, thank you, sweetheart. Sending you all the love, girl. Luke,
Still waiting for Jodie's 3
she
colours.
never popped in. Oh man, I just got to talking. I'm so sorry. Well, I guess maybe she's missed it if she didn't drop it in. Do you have someone else you want to choose?
If you want to go first, Luke, and I will see I'm drawn to.
Okay, right. I think we shall go with Miss Scarlet.
Carly Lou. 3 colours, please. Sorry.
Okay,
Don't be
Carly,
sorry.
you want to put 3 colours up, and then I shall.
You can carry on while she puts the colours up.
And I'll show them over to you.
There. Yeah. Oh, no, I can see them here. So if you start.
Right. I'm going to find I'm drawn to Amber J. McDowell. Amber J. McDowell, I'm drawn to you. Okay. Let's see. So as I tune into your energies, Amber, what I'm seeing around you is a lot of children, both on the physical plane and also there are quite a large number of spirit children as well drawn to you, because the image on the crystal is showing me an image of you standing there in a park, children's playground, and there are all these kids mixing around. There's some mums and dads and prams here, there, and everywhere. And there's you, and you're observing these children playing on swings, roundabouts, chutes, all sorts of equipment. And as I look straight at you and then up and down, and I'm looking basically from about the knees upwards, what I'm seeing around you is a lot of purple haze. And the purple haze is about from the hair all the way down to your chest. And then at where your heart sits, I'm seeing like a pulsating pink light coming out. And it's coming out like a funnel. So the further away from your body, the wider it is. And it's going out with every heartbeat. And also what I can see is around the palms of your hand, there is like a blue disc of light, and it's in both palms. Now, these children in the physical are drawn to you, and they're coming in, and some want to hold your hand, some are tugging at your jacket, others are just standing there in bewilderment, staring at you. And the spirit children are very much the same. I mean, they're intermingling with the other kids, and the other kids are conversing with them back and forward. So all the spirit children and the earth plane children can see each other, and they're interacting with each other, which is absolutely amazing. Because one of the things that we are very aware of, as we're very small children, maybe 4, 5, 6 years old, we see spirit quite clearly. And sometimes we can't tell the difference between a spirit child and a real child. I myself had a spirit child friend that I grew up with, and to me, he was as solid as I am and you are. So that's how children see it, because they are so close to the spirit world at that age that they have strong connections. So they do talk to spirit kids and see them. It's only as you get to be an adult that you question everything with science, and you got to prove everything with some sort of scientific experiment. Really quite sad. So anyway, around you, and there's a great big huge powerful light going up to the spirit world from your crown chakra. So you are a very spiritual person, even if you don't necessarily realize it. Now, as I look through you, what I'm seeing inside of your body, there's a child. Now, I am not saying you're pregnant, dear. Right? I'm not saying that at all. No, what I'm saying is I see your spirit self inside your human body. So your spirit is very, very childlike, and that helps with drawing the rest of the kids in, because what we are being demonstrated here is that your spiritual self, right, is attracting in spirit children, because they relate strongly to the very childlike spirit that you are. The physical realm children are drawn to you because they can sense that powerful love energy coming out from you, which is what we call familiar. It is a love which is platonic, it's a love which is unconditional, and the kids are drawn to that because you create round about you, rather like the shield in the Starship Enterprise, where it covers a great amount of space around the ship. Inside that space is a safe space, and the kids feel drawn to that, where they're loved unconditionally, they're safe, they're welcome, and they feel at ease. So what that is saying to me, and what Spirit are showing me here, is you are what I would call a gatherer of souls. You attract them in. You are like the flame, and they are like the moths. Also, one thing is quite striking. As you make contact with these children with your hands, this blue disc I can see in either hand, and you hold their hands or you touch them, whether you pat them on the head or whether you stroke them on the shoulder or you hold their hands, you are passing on a healing energy into their bodies, and that is calming their souls. So where you have what some people would call troubled children with, say, ADHD or Asperger's or any of those syndromes that we hear about so often, when you make contact with them, you bring with them a sense of peace and acceptance and also healing, which they so much need. You are a very special person. And as I continue to keep my tuning fork on you, I can sense Spirit from behind me, and I can feel coming forward the energy of a female. Now, this energy that I'm sensing is of an older person, yet their energy is so strong. And I'm getting all tingly down my right hand side. So I'm being exposed to an unconditional love energy as it comes in. And this person is, I want to place this person in, well, your generation 1, mum and dad generation 2, grandparents and great aunties and uncles generation 3. So I want to place this individual in generation 3, and they come in with a lot of wisdom and a lot of unconditional love and acceptance. They are very much a person whose eyes that are twinkling and glinting. They've got a bit of a cheeky look to them, but it's one of those, don't worry, just don't tell her I gave you this, right? Put it in your pocket, don't tell her I gave you this. Handfuls of sweets, coins. Whether you get much for those coins today, I don't know, but you don't get nothing for under £1 these days, right? And she's coming in and she's like, oh, that's my girl, that's my girl. That's all I can hear repeatedly. That's my girl, that's my girl. And she's so overjoyed with you. As she said, you're collecting all the waifs and strays. Look at them. There is dozens of them round here. You wouldn't get them in a bus. But she does have something particular she wants to say. Right. That this love, this unconditional maternal love that's coming down the female side of the family is a gift. They all had it. They all have it. And you're continuing to pass on that love. This world so much lacks love. And that's what she wants to stress so much. This world lacks love. There's all sorts of other things going on. But if you keep introducing that unconditional love, you single-handedly can change the world. And she says that with such a glint in her eye and such a smile that would melt butter. Yeah. And one other thing that she wants to give to you, right? She's just forming a picture in my mind. She wants to give you a crystal rose. Now, as I look at it, the stem is like silver and it's circular and then moves into a stalk, and the leaves, the stalks of the leaves are made of silver, and it's got glinty little stones on it. Yeah. And the other thing I want to say is, in these glinty stones, they look like diamonds. I can't swear it's diamonds, but they look like it because they shine and they're bright. And when you get to the individual leaves, they're made out of a solid green crystal. And as you move up to the flower, the petals of the flower are of a solid red crystal. Now, I'll take a stab in the dark. I actually think these are emeralds and rubies that make up the leaves and make up the flower. But this is gorgeous. If you tried to get something like this in W.H. Samuels or any jeweler shop, I bet you they would want to remortgage your house for it. But this is a gift from out of love from the world of spirit for the way that you are sharing unconditional love. And that is priceless. So I want to thank you very much for allowing me to read you. And please take this lovely lady's love with you. And I think she's trying to do something in the kitchen because I can smell apple pie, right? I can smell apple pie from this lady. So I think she belongs in the kitchen, or that's where she spreads her unconditional love through feeding armies, right? But she's gorgeous. It's been a pleasure to meet her. Thank you so much. Bless you.
Beautiful reading.
Your turn.
Yeah. It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Heidi's going to do some clairvoyance.
I'm what?
You're going to do some clairvoyance, Heidi.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do some. I actually saw Karma Jones has a birthday tomorrow, and she's in here with us today. And I love Karma, and I know you guys love Karma too. So I went ahead and pulled her a couple of cards here for her birthday. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot Karma for you. Now, the first card to fall for you, love, is the Queen of Coins. So this Queen of Coins indicates that your independence and self-sufficiency is important. Okay, so the person that you got yourself to the point where you're at by being you and taking advantage of opportunities or things like this along the way that have boosted you up into new frames of being, new levels. Okay, so this Queen of Coins, no one else pays her bills. Okay, so she's allowed to wear all the things in her hair and not care what anybody else says about it. Okay, because I take care of my needs, my stuff, my family, and I don't have to ask for your permission or make sure that you validate all the things that I have going on. Okay, she's quite independent, self-sufficient, and capable. Maybe that means I should get a tattoo for my birthday. If you're already thinking about it, why not, girl? Why not? If you're already thinking about it, why not? However, you have a few other cards here. So the Five of Cups also fell for you. And this speaks about, cutting your losses of the past, letting those things lie. Okay, sometimes we can go, oh no, but what happened last time? I had better not ever put myself out there again. You know what I mean? But what happened last time, and you learned from it and you grew from it, and you're a different person here now and today than you used to be. So I want to say to you, this Judgment card popped out for you, recognizing your worth, recognizing where you stand, recognizing what you desire to have in your life, and knowing that you have the wherewithal to achieve all of those things as long as you set your sights and keep walking in that direction. Now, the Hermit fell in reverse, girl. So this is about you putting yourself out there into the world in exactly the new way that you are. Okay, I feel like this one was on the bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. Okay, let's just say this real quick. This one could indicate, like, I don't want people to see me. What are they going to think? What if they think what I have going on is stupid? You know, this kind of thing. And I say to you, fuck that shit, Karma, because what you have going on is banging, girl. You are opening up in beautiful ways, and Spirit is encouraging you to create those experiences for yourself. Get structured with what you have to offer. I feel like create packages, to be completely honest, Karma. Like, schedule yourself some live events or create packages like, oh, I'm only doing past life readings today. And that's what I'm going to do, past life readings for everyone. And then to have that structure, to have that skill in your pocket. And then on a different day, I'm going to offer this other new thing. I'm going to create a spread, or I'm going to give you, whatever. I feel like you deciding and creating those experiences and casting the net and allowing others to join in. Okay, but you have the inspiration, you have the idea. But sometimes we go, oh, but what if it's a dumb idea? What if nobody wants to show up? What if it's stupid? What if I can't pull it off? You'll never ever know if you don't cast the net. So put those ideas out there, set some things up for yourself, lay the foundation, and watch how much of a response spirit sends your way. I feel like this is really going to take you to that next level of financial empowerment and uh, confidence, okay? Confidence, so that you don't feel like you need to pull back into this hermit mode. It's about busting through it anyway, okay? Those fears may never actually dissipate, but we decide that the fear it matters not. We must proceed anyway. And then during the process, the fears are shed and lost, right? So that's what I feel for you, Karma. Really structuring some offerings that are specific and getting deep and juicy with those, like that's going to structure what you have going on. And I feel like start bringing something into you in a financial way, even because you can market that and sell that to, you know, your folks. That's what I feel, Karma. Don't be afraid to go big, girl. It's your life. Why are you waiting? Like, what are you waiting for? That's what I have. Happy birthday, love. I hope it's better than you can imagine. Sorry.
Happy birthday, Karma, for tomorrow. Right, Carly Lou, are you still with us? Hi, all that's just joined us as well. Right, Carly. What I'm actually seeing at the moment, there has been quite a storm cloud over you, where things have been not too good with you around you at the moment. But there is a lady, which I will show you the card here. There is a lady actually around you at the moment, giving you love and support, because you feel that everyone seems to be against you, and you don't seem to be doing anything right. There is also a which is, I have to look. If you look down here, there is like a witch. If you look there, and it feels like a Halloween sort of costume. Can you see that?
I see it.
Let me move that finger just here. There's a witch around that, and also there's a face what looked like a pumpkin around it. So I do resonate this with Halloween. Something's happened around you around Halloween, and there's a little girl here, which I do feel is yourself. And I do like to ask, was you a bit of a loner when you was growing up? Because I'm getting the sense that you was quite a lonesome person when you was growing up, and you didn't really have that many friends about and around you. But spirit are coming and saying there are new things on the horizon for you. Things are going to be starting to progress, and doors and gates are going to be opening for you on the spiritual path, and you will be surprised with the things that are be going and happening. But they're saying only in your time. Do not rush things, because things don't happen overnight. And if you're rushing, it will just play with your mind and your head will explode, in layman's terms. But if you look here, there is a ladder coming up, and you are actually climbing the ladder of success. And I'm actually leaving that and giving that to you now. So I'm going to leave their love with you, and let you know that you are loved, and there are people that do care around you, and there's people here that do as well. So just remember that. Sending lots of love.
Yay.
And I want to remind everyone that Paul's wax art is available to have yourself. If he gives you a reading today and you want your wax art, all you got to pay for is shipping. And it's not too expensive if you're near him. It's really not too expensive if you're even all the way in the US. It's definitely worth it. So if you're interested in purchasing the wax art, Paul Luc Gachard, that would be the person to contact. If you can't, find them, you can message me and I'll refer you over to them. They are the ones who would be able to get that over to you.
Okay.
Of course, we don't mind delivering it in person in the US or Canada.
Yes. Right. I know Jodie's in now, so I'm going to ask Jodie for her 3 colours.
Yay!
I'm not going to let her go.
You can't escape double trouble, Jodie.
Jody, you can't escape it. Give Paul your 3 colors. He wants to give you that wax star. He can't let you go. Oh, beautiful. Pam says she wants hers. So she'll definitely have to reach out and let you guys know so you can coordinate that. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah. And we also do pens with Double Trouble at Home on.
I love it.
All
Love
colours.
it.
All colours.
All spectrum.
Fantastic. I think it's your turn, Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Green,
And
orange,
let's
gold.
see, where are we going? La, 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 la. I feel drawn to Gina Wright. Ah,
Yay.
Gina. Right. And I shall grab Sebastian because he is my trusted steed. Sebastian has been in my possession since I was 9 years old, and I used it to do crystal reads in class at school when I should have been doing things like maths and all sorts. But, you know, I had other interests. That's another story. Right, Gina. Okay. Now, as I tune into your energies, I am seeing in the crystal here, right, an awesome amount of purple mist, and it's covering you from head to toe, but it's not that thick that I can't see that it's you in amongst all of this mist, but there's lots of it, and it's moving nice and contentious as if it's being shall we say, kneaded like a dough, right? And it's moving nice and smooth all around you, and above that, almost like a shell or a protective screen, is a whole mass of a yellowy, goldy color, spiritual color, right? And as I'm seeing this in the crystal, I'm hearing from behind me a very strong male voice. I would say it's a bit like a booming voice, not quite like Hollywood's version of God with this out, "Hello, Moses." It's not quite like that. It's the gentleman has a deep voice. And what he's saying is upwards and onwards. Now, as he's saying that, the crystal picture is changing, and I am seeing a pathway. It's a very narrow pathway, but it is going forward and making small twists and turns as it makes its way up a mountainside. And on that path, I'm seeing a covered wagon with a team of 4 horses. And sat, if you like, at the steering wheel of this horse-drawn buggy slash wagon, holding on to the leather straps which guide the horses, right? I'm seeing you sat there. And to one side of you, there's a shotgun. To the other side of you, there's a collection of crystals. And what I'm seeing is the horses are, if you like, walking as opposed to running. And beside you, I'm seeing on a horse, it's a white horse, but it's got little black patches occasionally on it. And I'm seeing a Native American Indian sat on that horse. And I asked myself, why is this? And the voice I'm hearing is this Native American Indian. And what he's saying here is, the path is long, the path is windy, the path is difficult. But I am here to guide you along the way. I will give you the wisdom of when to turn. I will give you the strength to hold on till the end. And I will give you the protection to make it to the top. And as he's saying to the top, the image changes, and at the very top of the mountain, I'm seeing a collection of lodges, and there's a fire in the middle. And in the middle, next to the fire, I'm seeing another Native American, and he's somewhat stripped to the waist, and he's got many different forms of art painted onto his skin. And he's telling me that he is your prize, as he is waiting to take you to the higher heights. He's talking about soaring above the horizon like the bald eagle. From there, you can see everything from where you were to where you will go and to what you have achieved thus far. He also wants to give you a gift that will help you on your way. And as he's saying this to me, he's manifesting an image in my mind. And I look at this image and I think, wow, it is a small carved pole that's about this height. And there are many different images carved into this wooden pole. And I'm looking at a wolf, I'm looking at an eagle, and I'm looking at a buffalo, and I'm also looking at what I believe is a prairie dog, but I don't know exactly, what a prairie dog looks like. But I am assuming that is because this is the animals that he's put on this list in my head. And at the very top, you can see the carving of a buffalo head with feathers all around it. And he is saying that these are spirit guides who lead you on your path. They will bring you sustenance, wisdom, the fruits of the forest, and the skills that you will need to navigate. Each of these is aware of the safest route, and each of these has an attribute that they will bring to you on your spiritual path. All you have to do is keep your eyes on the prize. In other words, instead of looking back and seeing what people think or say or throw into your path as an obstacle, and they're talking, oh, right, okay, yeah, I've heard that phrase before. They're talking about snakes in the grass. There are snakes in the grass on which you walk. So you have to look out for those snakes in the grass. With those, you need to cut ties. There are words that they are saying behind your back. It's like I see the daggers going into the back. There are words that are being said that are of a negative nature. You have to raise your shields. So I'm seeing an image of mirrors surrounding you, the shiny side reflecting outward. So whatever negativity they cast in your direction will bounce off and go straight back to them tenfold. Spirit have, and this is the guide that's riding with you. Spirit have tasks ahead for you. They have a purpose in mind for you. The journey won't be easy, the journey won't be straight, and there will be obstacles, but they will guide you over them. Either you go over them, you'll go under them, or you'll be navigating it around them. But your path is onwards and upwards. And when you reach the top, where the lodge is, and you see the bald eagle taken to flight, know that you have reached it. Very handsome man, I must say. And that's what Spirit have for you tonight, Gina.
Beautiful message for Gina.
Thank you.
Beautiful message. And you know what, Luke? Others in the comments are just loving your descriptions. They're loving your readings. They're like, we can see it too, because you're so clear and precise in how you describe the detail. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely heartwarming. And there are others who are loving the spirit guides that you bring through, because some don't know that they have spirit guides all the time, their whole entire lives, and they may not never know who they are or what they can do. They are always around all of us, each and every one of us. Absolutely beautiful reading for Gina.
Thank you. Ah,
Is it you now or me?
Well, I think we're chomping at the bit to find out what Jody
uh,
Jenkins has.
right. If you want to go, have you got someone?
Nope.
Okay. Right. Jody, are you still with us?
or have you joined the village?
Right, Jody. There's a lot of things going on around you at the moment and in your head and all that. And they're actually coming saying there's new things actually on the horizon for you spiritually. And right here is the card here. And you have a lovely lady and a gentleman actually in here as well. That is actually there is one of them there. If you can see, there is a lady just there. If I just turn it that way, you'll see it. And also, there's a gentleman with a beard on here as well. And they're actually coming in and saying, you need a bit of a rest. You're taking too much on at the moment. You've got to start laying back a bit and thinking of yourself. And I know they're saying they know that you do actually think of others before yourself, but now it's time to be a bit selfish and look after yourself as well. And there is new things coming on the horizon with being in the green here, and that is new things that are coming in for you. You have had a few tears around as well, and I do feel there is someone quite recent that you have lost that was very dear to you. And I am not seeing them, but I'm hearing that they are they are okay. They're having a bit of healing at the moment from the spirit, from spirit world, because I believe that they do actually have healing when they pass over to have a bit of healing. There is also a child, a baby in here. If you can look just in there, there's a baby's face actually in there and also around you as well. So I don't know whether it's you that's lost a child or someone close to you that have lost a child. But if it is someone around you, just let them know that they are safe and they are, you know, they are up there and they are uh, in the light with love. And there's a lady that's actually got them by the hand and actually took them with took them to the resting place. And I'm going to leave that at the moment. There is going to be a lot more, but it'd have to be an in-depth read to actually go through everything. But yeah, I'm going to leave that bit there at the moment. Okay. And I'll say bless you, and sending loads of love from spirit to you. Yeah.
That is gorgeous. It looks like tiger stripes when you hold it back a
Mm,
little bit further. Oh man, that one is just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
yes.
Gorgeous. So
Yeah.
let's see here. I am going to give a message. Joanne Maddock, are you here still? I was really feeling drawn into you. Joanne Maddock. And I have my Ask Your Guides cards here. Whew. Joanne, I'm connecting in with your energy here, love. And I'm just going to get you a quick message. Yes, you're here. I'm glad you're here. Whoa. Okay. Quick message, couple of things here. Wow, you have a lot of joy guides wanting to show up for you. This is funny though. As I'm connecting in with your energy, Joanne, I feel like a heaviness in my stomach. Maybe about around relationships in my life, maybe a bit of control or rigidity around the flow that I will have in those areas potentially. It could be due to past experience. You know, sometimes we are guarded, sometimes we are, you know, not so, we're a little reluctant to decide to engage again with life when things have happened in the past that maybe we didn't really care for or whatnot. I just feel a touch of this in my belly, Joanne. So I want to encourage you to open up to maybe different areas that might feel safe to you. Okay. This card fell joy guides and gifts. Okay. Joy guides. You got two that say joy guides, but look at this one. It says risk and gifts. Okay, so it takes kind of a risk to put yourself back out there and decide to do things yet again. But that's where the blessing comes in. When we close ourselves off from the world, then we are closed off from receiving excitement, positive energy, different things that shake up those patterns in our lives. And I can understand how you don't want to go back into some of the same old patterns. You know, you've learned from those things, you've made healthy decisions, you've empowered yourself, but I feel just a touch of fear around, replicating those patterns yet again. And I want to say to you, Joanne, that you have awareness and you will recognize those kinds of things through your sensing. Okay, you have an intuition. When you have experience with something, it integrates and you remember. You also remember in your conscious mind, but in your heart. So what I want to say is recognize. I want to say to you, Joanne, that as you open up to new relationships or new experiences now, if you feel that kind of fishy feeling that reminds you of those old kind of things, that's your sign. You don't have to wait and see if it turns out to be that way. Okay, you already have the foresight by your intuitive nudges that are letting you know if you want to be involved, if you don't want to be involved, that kind of thing. I also have this other card for you. The card is number 4, boredom, spirit teachers. So 4 is the number of the foundation that we're building for ourselves. Boredom can sometimes happen, when, during life, we might find ourselves in periods of stagnancy where we want something new, but we aren't sure exactly what it is. I can feel this here. I want to say, Joanne, to meditate if you're able to do that. Okay, because that wholeness, that love, that feeling that you may be looking to achieve will be found within you first before you even find it in the outer world. Okay, so Spirit is calling you to meditate or pray in whatever way that is for you, to take it to kind of a different level. Okay, so be mindful of your thoughts first and foremost. Mindfulness is not the same as meditation. So being mindful of where your headspace is at, what kinds of thoughts you allow yourself to think. If you're I feel like beating your head against the wall, doing the same old things and expecting that life is going to turn out a little differently, a little more exciting. It's not going to do that until you decide what you're going to open up and invite in. And in this point, I'm saying invite in Spirit, God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, whoever that is for you, because that's who listens to your prayers. So co-creating with the divine is a huge step towards shaking off the dust, shaking off the boredom, and stepping into those gifts and those blessings that might seem risky because they are new patterns, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay, I feel blessings, Joanne, but I feel like you doing something to encourage openness with others, even if this is deciding to take some kind of a pottery class or a dancing lesson, or go to a different restaurant. Sometimes we got to just deviate from our typical norm routine to invite in the newness, something different. And I feel like that's what it is for you, Joanne. You are divinely supported. You have a team of divine emissaries who are around you from the time that you were born. Okay, so I want to say, I know you can't see this too great, but there's like a person and a whole bunch of spiritual emissaries. They're holding hands in a circle. You are not alone. Recognizing those divine emissaries or beings or angels, past loved ones that are around you, that want to support you, that want you to have a better life. That's the ticket. That's the ticket, Joanne. I feel like sensing into those things will really open your eyes to a brand new world. And that's exactly what's beckoning to you. I also feel, Joanne, like you've been seeing things out of the corner of your eye, like twinkles, sparkles, shadows, this, that. You look and it's gone. That's you visualizing, visually perceiving the energy patterns of the spirit realm around you. Okay, I got chills right now, goosebumps from head to toe. So lean into this. If you see the sparkles or you see the shadow and you look and it's gone, what was that? Inside, what was that? Who from the spirit world was coming to visit me right now? In your heart, you'll probably know right away. Oh, it must have been my mom. It must have been my whoever this could be, right? You already know, but then your mind goes, oh gosh, that can't be. That's not real. I'm not even a real medium. I'm just a regular person. But I'll say to you that mediumship is born through the love bonds that we have when other people pass away. We love them. They love us. We keep reaching. They keep reaching. And eventually that barrier is shattered. I was not always a medium. I became a medium in an instant in church. And Joanne Maddock, I feel like your mediumship is beckoning to you, but you may have disbelief about this supernatural ability or power that little old you could possibly have. Okay, but it's not supernatural. You don't have to be born this way. It's not a special gift. We can all access the spirit world. We can all connect to the other side, to our spirit team. And Joanne Maddock, you are no exception. You are just as special as me, as these guys, as everyone else who is on this live broadcast. It's about opening your eyes to the miracle that is you, witnessing what may be available to you, and letting it be that. Girl, get excited. I feel like you're limiting your own possibilities. No, not me. I couldn't possibly. I'm just a normal person. Well, guess what? So am I. Have you noticed? I'm a regular, real person, just like anybody else. And spirit shows up for us no matter what, including you, Joanne. I got chills on that. Woo.
Amazing.
I'm just going to answer their question here. Yes, we have the cuckoo clock. That was cuckooing.
I heard
was
it.
reading their messages and it was mentioning about the cuckoo clocks. Right. Peggy McCarthy. Can I have 3 colours, please?
Yay.
Yeah, we don't really notice it now. We've had it for quite a while. We don't hear the cuckoo much.
Oh, yeah. It's a background noise, right? Nikki says she hears everything. We know this. We know this.
Right.
So Peggy's here. Did Peggy choose her colors? Peggy
No, she
McCarty.
hasn't yet.
Yay, there it is. Oh, she's a painter.
Maganetta, cat and green.
Green.
Magenta, green, and red.
Right. Okay. Right. So magenta, green, and red. Yeah. Green and red. Okay. I'll be back shortly.
All right.
Okay.
Drum roll. Hello and welcome in.
I guess I shall have to pull out Little Boy Blue. So named after a painting my grandma had in her house. Right. I had, as you were doing your card reads, I had a name jump out at me. It was KK. I don't see where she is. I can't see her anywhere on here now.
What was the name?
KK. Oh, there we go, right at the top. Hi, KK. I was drawn to you, so I'm going to connect with your energies. Right. And first of all, I'm hearing in the back behind me somewhere saying "Como estás? Como estás?" No idea what that means, but that's what I'm hearing from behind me.
That's how are you in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, that's how are you in Spanish.
Okay. Learn something new every day. Right, now, as I gaze into the crystal here, what I'm seeing, okay, is oh, you're in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Wow. Okay, that's far away from here. Right, what I'm seeing in here is I'm seeing an image of an elderly lady, and she's in what I can only describe as like a very, very old-fashioned building. And she's in a kitchen area, and she's got a great big huge pot, and she's really giving it this, stirring up this food. I couldn't really tell you what it is. It looks like chili mince or something of that nature, but she's giving it a really good. And this lady, she has like a shawl. It's very black. It's around her head, and lots of, I would call them old-fashioned garments. I mean, what I'm seeing, I've never seen anything like it in UK, so I really am struggling here. It's like a skirt on top of 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 a skirt. Like, you know what I mean, there's a lot of garments on this lady. And as she turns around to face me, I'm going to have to say, I can see that she's got a very weathered face, and I'm assuming that's due to the sun, and it's making her face quite wrinkly. So I'm going to say, just looking at what I can see of her face, that she would probably be in her 70s, but it may be the sun is making her look older. So I'm going to say around the 70s age group. And she's a very, she comes across with a very timid type of spirit. She's very, very humble in that she's always sort of like, when she speaks to people, she's always sort of got her head lowered, and she is a devout Catholic lady, because she's got the necklace on it, and you can see a cross with Christ on the cross, and there's fair few of them all around the house, and a little dipping well. It looks like you do this with your fingers and that sort of thing. And as she comes across, the one thing I notice about her, apart from the fact she's extremely humble and very religious, is that she's of a generation where the lady was always expected to do all the hard work. And I'm getting an image of a group of men sat around a wooden table on a porch, drinking beer at early o'clock in the day. And there she is in the kitchen preparing food. And then in the back, there's like an old tin bath type structure with a board, and she's finished doing stuff in the kitchen, and she's out there and she's scrubbing clothes against this board. A really hard working lady. And there's a few children running around, and as they're running around, she can say that she's devoted to looking after these kids. I mean, she's a workaholic, this lady, bless her. The sense I have from this building is it's in the country, and there's a lot of people moving around on the backs of horses there. So this to me is like going quite a distance back. Okay, now I can hear, I hope I'm getting this right, I'm hearing in English what she's saying, but the lip movement doesn't match the words I'm hearing. That you have excelled in where you are now. This was the humble beginnings of the family. And I'm looking at, with greatest respect, a very run-down home in a very small, what I would say is like a small village or farming area. You have excelled at what you have achieved. This is where we came from, and this is where we are now. You have excelled in all that you do. She comes across with a very strong love for children. And as she looks at you now, she still sees you like a child, but a child that has got such great sense of wisdom, and you're drawing from what she's calling ancestral wisdom. You draw from ancestral wisdom. Spirit speaks to you through ancestral wisdom. And as she shows me, as she's talking about that, I'm seeing objects of hers in a bedroom. And they are very small, worthless items. There is no monetary value attached to them. They are little trinkets of hers that she held on to, that she wore. That was all that she had. Like, these are my world possessions. My Bible, my rosary bead, and these few trinkets. And these are imprinted with her energy. and they have been passed down the family line. Saying your battery's running low here, Paul.
Okay.
And as the family, the generations in front touch these objects or become engaged with these objects, her energy is passed through the object into the person holding it. And it's like this, she's calling herself great grandmother's voice is speaking through the object into your mind. And it's like you're having a conversation with her. And all the secrets of life's wisdom come straight out into you. She's so humble that even when she's, in a sense, overworked, overtasked due to her age, she never ever complained. She never ever complained. It was expected. It was expected of you. Her life was taking care of the home, doing the washing, looking after grandkids that run riot around the home, and then into the chapel. That was her life. She didn't go anywhere else. That was her life. And it was a life of devotion. And she wants you to know that all the answers to all the questions you have can be reached by making a small prayer to Spirit, and then she will speak the answer in your dream. So she wants you to have a journal, and you keep that journal by your bedside. And when you dream, and the dream is such vivid in color and in sound, that is where she will be telling you the answers and giving you the advice and direction that you so need. And she wants you to know that she loves you very dearly, and that she looks down from Spirit to you regularly and is so proud of everything that you have done. So proud. And she also wants to give you a gift. And she's impressing on my mind now a large piece of bread. Looks to me like a tiger bread, if that resonates with the USA, what a tiger bread is. It's the name of a bread we have in UK. But it looks to me like a tiger bread. And it's one of those ones where when you have a meal and it's like a dipping meal, a shared cauldron, and you dip the bread in, it's one of these loaves where you tear a chunk out and you dip it in, and it's like you break bread and share the meal together. And what she's saying is, our Lord did this, therefore I'm inviting you to join me. And she's dipping the bread in and eating the bread, and that's what she wants you to do. And with that, I'm going to leave her love with you and say thank you very, very much, Kiki, for allowing me to read for you. She's such a wonderful lady. Very devout, very humble, but very, very passionate about her faith and about everything that everything about her is just awesome. All that hard work and not a word of complaint. She accepted her life of what it was, but she's so proud of what you've achieved.
That's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. So KK on YouTube said, I wish I knew who she was. She sounds amazing. And I'll say that she knows who you are. Our ancestors have a vested interest on what we have going on here. So that in and of itself was a lovely message about, being dutiful and the things that you do for your family, for your life, and how invested she was in her routine and how strong that was, and how all of that and more is passed to you for you and all the things that you have going on there, KK. So beautiful message, beautiful energies. Lovely, Luke. Thank you for that. So I guess it's my turn now. Let's see who I'm drawn to. Let me see. Let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. Good to see you. I do see you guys jumping in. Kirsten's here. Mary Lou is here. Sandy's here. Shannon Lee's in the house. Christine Marsden's also here. Hello, guys. Yes, Peggy, Paul's still working dutifully on your wax art. Can't wait till that it comes through. I just love the dynamic duo of these guys on screen. They are so fantastic. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm kind of a fangirl. I love Paul and Luke. I just think the world of these guys. I love watching their lives, and I'm super stoked that we are able to be here with you today. Wow. Let me put this on the screen for you. You sweetheart, KK, sending all the love to you. I just lost my baby and my husband just left me. I really needed that message. Thank you to her ancestor, sound like a grandmother type of, or a great grandmother who stepped in to let you know that, life is still moving and flowing, and you have big things to do ahead of you. And she supports you and brings you all the love during this challenging time, sweetheart. Beautiful. Oh, I see you here. Scottish borders. Wow. Where? I don't even know where that is. I just got to be honest. I mean, I have an idea.
That's the border between Scotland and England.
Well, Allie Wright, I would love to give you a message, honey. You drew me in there. Allie Wright. So welcome in if you're new. My name is Heidi. I'm in California in America. That's Luke. And Paul is off screen for the moment. And we are all just here giving free readings today, sending all the love to everyone. And that is not my deck. I'm with Allie Wright. Allie, I'm grabbing these Unfolding Path Tarot here. Interesting, Allie. I got a little bit nervous when I tapped in with your energy here, love. Are you nervous to get a reading on the live like this? Or maybe there's just a nope, that's not what it is. Okay, so there's a little bit of something going on right here now and today that might create a touch of nervousness within you, a little bit of apprehension. Okay, they're definitely saying here now and today there's something going on, maybe something of the past that people are talking about in your family or in your life, maybe even at work, honey. But I feel how that old mention of that stuff that's behind us is not pleasing to me right now. So I don't really want to, as you, I don't feel like we need to discuss this, bring it up, but I need to say there's an aspect of moving through things in a healthy way. Whew. There's an aspect of moving through things in a healthy way. Let's see what this is here. Okay. So apprehension, nervousness. I want to say to you, darling, if someone is coming to you and asking you to like borrow money or maybe asking too much of your time, Allie, I really feel how it's up to you to use that inner discernment, and no is a complete sentence. Okay. Sometimes we feel put on the spot when people ask for our help, our assistance, maybe even our money, and then, I guess I have it, but I don't really feel comfortable loaning it to you or giving it to you. Okay. But I'm kind of on the spot and I have it, and then it feels like the power might be taken a bit out of our hands there. But truly, you still have all the power and control to make these decisions. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to back it up with some kind of an explanation as to why. That's what I feel here is maybe I have to explain why I don't feel right about taking this step, moving in this direction, or even engaging in this kind of a way. You love helping, and I understand this, but I feel how in the past you may have gotten taken advantage of. Okay. And you do have a big, kind heart. That's why people come to you. Ask Allie, she'll help. Ask Allie, she doesn't mind. She'll give the shirt off her back, right? And sometimes it is to your disadvantage. It is to your detriment. So Spirit is encouraging you to have healthy boundaries around these things, especially those old things of the past. The past is in the past for a reason, girl. Let it stay there. Okay, the you that you are here now and today are brand new, and you get to be every bit as wonderful as you intend to be. I did get used. Yes, I see that, Allie, and I feel this here. I feel the pain of that here, like almost like I'm afraid to help others in the future because I don't want to get burned in that way. Okay, so I just want to say to you that your inner knowing knows, your intuition knows, and if you don't feel right about it, that is the answer. No, I can't, I don't, not now, maybe later, and it's not the right time, whatever. So I do have here for you a couple of cards. You have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Wands is seen. Okay, this is the go-to person. Look, you have your stuff put together. It's figured out. You seem to have a flow. So I'm going to come to you to solve my problems. I'm going to come to you to ask you to borrow money to help me fix this or that, or maybe even your time. You're the one who's able to handle it and get it all figured out. So I'm going to come to you. I have to say that sometimes when we are so easy and we just fix all the problems, then those who are coming to us are not resourceful enough to fix them themselves. That's why they come to wonderful Allie. So Allie can do all the hard work and take care of it. But that's not fair, and it's actually not necessarily conducive to the growth and responsibility of those who are coming to you. I need to say, Allie, that anyone who comes to you to ask you to solve their problems or bail them out of some kind of scenario, okay, they have a list. And if you say no, in your heart, you're like, oh my God, if I say no, this whole thing's going to fall. It's going to crumble. It's going to be horrible. I can't let them down. But you let yourself down by not listening when you don't want to be involved. So recognizing that you're a name on a list and maybe you're the easiest person to get to do what they want. So if you're not feeling like you want to be involved, just say no and let them go to the next name and the next name and the next name. They're going to become more resourceful. If it's not you that fixes their problems, they get to learn how to do it themselves. And this one here, Major Arcana card number 19, the sun indicates that blessings are on the horizon for you, girl. Okay, blessings are on the horizon for you, Allie. Brightness, hopefulness, positivity, optimism are all listed in this card with the sun. All right. And I say to you too, I see the reds in this card, like home life, house and home, stability, security, happiness, investing in that, creating a garden, making your home the way that you like for it to be so that it's conducive to your own energetic management. Okay, really making it yours, redecorating, something like this, I feel will help you to feel more empowered in your energy because you're sitting in that space a lot, you know? And I want to say that things are going to be brighter. It's about now deciding what you're going to be involved in and what you won't, learning from the past and not overgiving or overextending yourself now for the sake of others, because that is the lesson. And learning to have those healthy boundaries and allow others to grow and become resourceful on their own. That's in the divine plan. So that is what I have for you, Allie. Thank you for letting me connect for you and give you that tiny message. These are just mini readings so that you can get a feel for all of us, you guys. I'm thinking, can we do that at the end, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the very end, we're going to offer you a special pick your reader message, but we're not going there just yet. You guys drop it in. Where are you at? We're still doing free readings here. We're still doing free readings for everyone. Allie says we started changing things in our home. Wow, that is spirit validating exactly what you have going on, girl. You're taking all the right steps. Use that discernment not to backpedal into some scenario that you know you're not comfortable with. Okay? Beautiful.
Right. Peggy McCarthy.
She's been biting her fingernails.
This was quite a very hard one to do, I've got to admit. I do feel there's a lot of things going on with her that's happened during her life. Yeah. Hi, Peggy. Oh, I'm being called babe.
Right, okay.
Right,
taking
Peggy.
taking notes.
I've got to ask, do you know anyone that's had memory loss, like Alzheimer's or something on them? Because during this card, I found it very, very difficult. It's like I was forgetting what I was doing, and that my mind was just keep on going. You know, what am I doing? This sort of thing that was going on with me, because I'm feeling this is actually coming through. Also, I've got a child here that's actually, it's like playing hide and seek. This is like the card here. There is new things coming on the horizons with you, and there is, the child is just actually here, actually hiding behind a cave wall sort of thing, like playing hide and seek. And what they're actually saying, there is new things coming, and also there is a baby there as well that's actually around you. So I don't know whether you can understand a child in spirit. There is new things spiritually that are coming on the horizon with you, but you've got to stop doubting yourself, because of there's been a lot of doubt in your mind, and you're saying, oh, I'm not, like, you walk past that and did I see that? And you just keep doubting yourself all the time. They are saying, they are letting you know they are about, and stop doubting yourself. And remember, first thought is always spirit. All the others is your own thought, but your first thought is always a spirit. Can I ask, is there something special around Christmas? Because I know we're only in April, but they look like Santa there. So I don't know if there is something that's been around you about Christmas that they're actually giving you a memory link, and also there are quite a few stairs that you're climbing at the moment. But also there's a gentleman here, which is a family man that's actually in your family, that is actually coming through from spirit. Because the way I know it's family, because pink, seeing people in family is pink. That always comes family link. In red, it is other people from spirit. But there's a gentleman here that's actually coming in from spirit and actually just letting you know he's here. And also, if you look here, there is a lady here that is coming down, and she's not telling me whether she's actually family or friend who is actually around you at the moment and giving you a lot of peace and understanding at the moment. And that is what you actually need. And they're actually coming in with so much love and peace at the moment. And they just keep on saying, stop doubting yourself, stop doubting yourself. And this is why things were going a bit hazy for me. And that there's been a lot of stormy things going around you, and things have just really been getting you down, and you're not actually understanding what is going on. But they're actually telling you that things are going to start calming down, and the love from spirit, and all you've got to do is ask and they will deliver. They don't tell you how long, because in spirit there is no time at all, but here there is spirit all around you, and that they just say, just ask, they will be there, they will deliver. And I've been told to turn it around, and the love that is actually coming, like stormy waters that are here, but they're actually coming in and actually letting you know that things are going to start calming down. And with that, I'm going to send their love back to spirit and to you too. Loads of love. There we are. So yeah, it was just so hard, that one, with memory loss and that. When you get that, it is awful. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. Yes, that memory is definitely a challenging thing. I've had that too. When I connect in with spirit, it'll frazzle my brain for a minute. Like, I can't focus, I
Yeah.
can't understand. And then I realize that it's the loved one in spirit had that struggle during life.
Yeah. Can I just say, if you all like what we're doing, Heidi, myself, and Luke, if you can give us messages either on Heidi's page or on our page, that'd be fantastic. And thank you giving
Yes,
us reviews.
yes. Paul Luke Gashard. Paul Luke Gashard is the place to send messages. I'm sure they'll be in the comments and everything else. We'll drop their link there. But definitely reach out to me. I can pass along the information as well. These guys are absolutely incredible. I want to ask, I know that you do offer your wax art, Paul, to those who are interested, but do you guys also do private sessions?
Yes.
Yes, if
Yes.
anyone requests it, we do a private session. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's
In
fantastic. I want the
yeah,
viewers to know this. That's
yeah,
why I'm asking. I don't know. I want them to
yeah.
know how they can reach out
In
to things you offer.
UK, there's both, which you get an hour reading. If we go over, we don't charge any more. We charge £50, and that is, I don't know what it is in American money, which is an hour of reading with Luke. While he's doing that, I actually do my wax art, give him 2 cards, and now we are actually going to give them a pen as well with it as well.
So they can write the review.
Yeah, so they can write the review. Yeah, so for £50, that is for 2. Because normally some are paying like £60, £70 now just for one person. And if you
Oh,
go over an hour, they charge by the minute. We don't. Don't matter how long it takes, whether it's 2 hours, it'd still be that £50.
Yeah, so definitely take up Paul and Luke. Check them out. Follow their page. They also have a group, Double Trouble at Home, where they offer free live readings all the time, you guys. But if you wanted to connect with them on a deeper level, message them directly. I might snag one of those sessions myself. I'm a huge fan. You missed it. I told everyone I'm a fangirl. I love Paul and Luke. Oh, man. So
yeah,
absolutely awesome.
I've
I
got to
offer,
know your spirit guide so well. He might as well move in.
what was that?
Sir, I've got to know your spirit guide so well. He might as well move in.
Right? I know it. I know
Yeah.
it. It's
Heidi,
amazing.
Sissy is asking what is like £50 in US.
I want to think that's probably like something like $60 or $65. It's a,
How much is £50 in US dollars?
£50 is about $62
Six-
and 19 cents.
$62 and 19 cents.
there you go. Hey, my conversion wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, we've got Alexa, and they tell us everything.
Yeah, so most definitely, if you wanted to connect with Paul and Luke, you can do that. If you wanted to connect with me, I have my link is on my page. You can message me directly. I offer timed private sessions. For my 30-minute session, it's $75. For an hour session, it's $150 to sit with me. My sessions come with a recorded digital copy of your entire session so that you can watch the replay. You can even share it with family members if you'd like to. Whatever it is that you want to go on, whatever it is that you would like to do with that, totally up to you. I also have tarot videos for order as well. And you can check me out in that way. But all of these readings right now, we're free for you guys. We just want to give these messages and let you know that there's something going on. And we appreciate you hanging around. What is this?
I'm just reading what Jodie's just put.
Me
And
too.
the way I feel, I don't know about these two, but in spirit, I don't believe in hate or being horrible. I believe everyone in spirit have had a bit of healing and they're not so nasty up there. Because I think, as the old saying goes, they've seen the light and they actually come with love now, not hate. What's your...
Well, I'm not sure I understood her question. The way I understood her question was, is it legit to ask for a reading when you have yucky energy and the reader's going to feel your yucky energy? I thought that's what she was asking. I was trying to wrap my head around that.
Maybe I misread it.
No. Maybe I did.
Well, as I look at it, when I'm going into a spiritual session with anybody, I always put my protection up. So if the person I'm about to read has got yucky energy or negative energy, it's not going to affect me because I have my protection up. However, empathically, I will still sense some of the effects of that individual's negativity on their mind, body, and soul. And I would then refer that individual for spiritual healing in order to cleanse themselves, realign their chakras, and give them that good old boost back into the positive.
But if you're feeling yucky and down, my advice would be don't come that day. Because, the energies will be a bit low. But yeah, Luke, as Luke said, we do put up our protection up. But if you're feeling yucky and down, then
It's kind of it's kind of a personal decision. Am I cutting you off? I'm trying to jump in as well with you, Paul. I understand what you're saying. It's kind of a personal decision. What Jody's asking is, I worry if I'm too negative and I don't want you to feel that. I would say, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling yucky and you happen to have an appointment or something, you're going to have somebody read for you. For me, I may sense the dimmed energy. Okay, whoa, something's going on. You feel a little down. Maybe me personally, I'll sense into your pain before anything else. My body, oh my gosh, you have pain, or this is what's going on, and I sense it in that way. However, usually there's a cleansing component that comes in to help start to loosen up some of that yucky energy. You know what I mean? Your energy doesn't necessarily have to affect mine because I am attuned to this whole process, and in the session I might sense that maybe, but I want to say, like, spirit protects you. If you're feeling weird and you're like, oh no, I don't want them to know this about me, you can absolutely request that from your higher self. Like, please don't let them sense into my drug addiction, like this kind of thing. I've had people come to me who have stuff going on, man. We're all just doing our best. You know what I mean? And if you want to protect yourself preemptively in that way, you can. However, I want to say not every reader is going to just cue in on all your trash and garbage or whatever you have going on. Okay. And sometimes it feels like it. Oh no, they're going to know all my secrets. Not necessarily. And if you have, some sticky energy or whatever going on, I personally am like the energy of spirit in a session would help to move things in a brighter, more positive direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, I personally have come across a lot of people who have been scared of the idea that as a spiritualist and practicing medium, that I would be able to find all their skeletons in their cupboards. Well, if you leave the doors open to those cupboards, then the answer is yes. Of course, I'll be made aware of it. But when we do these readings, we always do them in respect and in the light, and we know the boundaries. And I'm not going to be prying into your personal life to know every single detail of what you've done over the last 30 or 40 years or however long. I'm only interested in making the connection with your loved one so that they can say what they want to say to you and you to them. Whatever else is going on in your life is your business. Unless you open the door to it, I am not going to be opening the door and going in myself. And that's why I always say to them. Because yes, people have skeletons and they are embarrassing skeletons. Some people I've read for have been to prison and they're embarrassed about it and they don't want me to know about it. And if by the slimmest possibility during the read it's made aware to me, it's not a subject I'm going to talk about unless they bring it up at the end of the day, because we all have our own right to privacy.
Yes.
Also, like when like we're doing a live here now, and if we do see something that is a bit too personal, we would actually say we can't discuss that here. We need to talk privately. I've had that when we've done a church where this lady's son passed from a drug overdose, and I said, "Can I speak to you afterwards?" And then I will actually give you the full reading, because there is times where you have to use your own mind and say, "Well, I can't really think on that there," because other people who know them may be in there that didn't know that, could probably cause a lot of trouble and a lot of hurt for them. So yeah, that is what we do.
I follow you here 100%. And usually when we can bring up a topic, okay, we're discussing something like this, you know what it is. Everyone else doesn't have to know what it is. That's
That's right.
something that is, professional, and there's a quality of etiquette to this. I love what Gina said, that we are so ethical, considerate, and tactful during readings. You're not psychic snoops. That's why you're trusted. Absolutely. I love that. Thank you, Gina. And it's true. We bring through whatever spirit wants you to have. And it's not necessarily things that we decide what it is, but we can, run things by our internal filter of what needs to be said or what doesn't need to be said in this capacity. So I want to say that leads me into private sessions are different. No one else is listening. We're face to face. We can give what we're receiving and validate that and go even further. It's different in a private setting than it is in a public setting. I love that Colleen was saying something about, I want you to give us the information that they're giving you, no matter how challenging it might be, how out of left field it might be. Yes, that is what is necessary. As to be of service as a medium is to give what you are getting. I do want to say that not all mediums have the same dictionaries of reference.
Yeah.
So like me, my folks know, like I've been in recovery for years, okay, but I have drug addiction in my history. And so when I have a past loved one who comes in, that's one of the first things that I can usually sense is, oh boy, they had an addiction and it was like this. So that's not necessarily something that is, it's a little more challenging to speak about on screen. And we must be tactful, but not all readers have those kinds of things in their dictionary. That's why it may not come forward every time and from every reader. So recognizing this does kind of put things into perspective. I love the questions. Hi, Gemma. Gemma Butler is an excellent medium.
Gemma Butler's in the house. Yay!
Yes. Hi, Gemma.
Hi there.
That's another very good medium, Gemma. She is fantastic. Love her to bits.
Yes, Gemma's awesome. Jody has another, she's saying something here. This is interesting. I love the discussion. If I had a bad headache and I knew that by reading me, you'd feel my headache, I wouldn't want to do that to you, that sort of thing. Well, if you had a bad headache, I would connect in with your energy and go, oh boy, my head. Oh no, Jody, have you got a headache? And you'd say yes, and then it would go away. Because we connected the dot and validated what it was, and now it's gone. And I don't have to deal with that through the reading or for the rest of the day, as long as I can connect that dot. So don't you worry about that, girl. You worry too much about how you're going to affect somebody else energetically when you're asking for a reading. This is of light and of God and of goodness, and we don't have to worry about any of that nonsense.
I'm just reading Peggy McCarthy's thing where she goes, I know I was abused as a child, and oh, I've lost it now because it's gone. Yeah, as a child, and where
it's right here on the screen.
Yeah, it's because the chat thing's on there. I can't see it.
He says, I know I was abused as a child, and the spirit world knows it also, but all has been done and forgiven.
Yeah. Well, I must say, you are more of a person most people never forgive and never forget. As me, as one been abused as well, I felt it very hard to be to forgive, but with my faith and the love from spirit, they have actually helped me move forward and really connect and forgive people now, and just send them love and healing, because that's the way they need the healing as well. Hi, Lorraine Clark, another one of amazing ladies.
Hi, Lorraine.
So I like this question that Jody Jenkins has brought up about if an individual has had past lives and you're connecting with them, which one are you connecting with? Well, I can say from personal experience that a few years ago I had a reading from another trusted medium, and they were able to connect with experiences and memories that I had in past lives that I still carry with me today. I've been here more times than I care to mention. And on each occasion, I have been a warrior or a soldier, and can remember in great detail at least 5 of my past lives. I had a regeneration reading done where they found 11 past lives, 12 if you want to include this one. So there are some I don't have any memory of at the moment, others I do. But when a medium is reading you for a standard reading, whether private or in a forum like this, they're reading you as you are now. Family and friends tend to form a spirit group that follow you throughout every single incarnation. So here's a possibility. If you're a sibling, a brother and sister type relationship, you may find that in a past life that your sibling may have been your father and you may have been his daughter, or your mom may have been your sister and your grandma may have been your brother. There's all possibilities because all the spirits in your spirit group tend to re-energize themselves into a new body around about the same time as you're reborn into the world. So you all learn the lessons together. And when you finally learn all the lessons that you're meant to learn, then you go back to the spirit world and, as I look at it, have a bit of a rest.
Beautiful. I want to piggyback on that a little bit. She clarified here, if my nan just died and is reincarnated into another physical life, how do you still talk to her in spirit? That's a great question, and I would love to address that. So we as people, our souls were intact and we were us before we ever came into this body. And our souls will still be intact and still be us ourselves after our body expires. Okay, so the soul that is you before you ever even came here is intact and eternal. Okay, so the higher self aspect of you would be the soul aspect of you that is in spiritual in nature. Okay, so we speak of the higher self aspect as the you that is you before you came into the body. And that higher self is still active and is actually having multiple incarnations at the same time. So when we project, my higher self has projected me into this body and here I am, right? Okay, but if I were to pass away and reincarnate, whatever, and we are connecting with the Heidi from the other side, even if I'm incarnated, you're connecting with my higher self essence. That higher self is always present in the spiritual realms. So that is where we go and who we connect with when we're calling in that mediumship if they are incarnated. And it would not make any difference to the message because we're calling in that aspect of their soul. I hope this makes sense. I believe that it does. So I want to say, even we can connect with the living through mediumship by accidentally connecting with their higher self. So we've had mediums of the past who were given a very hard time because they all agreed that a certain individual had passed away. It was a missing person. Sylvia Brown was involved, a couple of other very public mediums. They all agreed this person was passed away, no longer alive. They connected with the soul on the other side, and then the person was found alive and okay. Now, that doesn't negate the mediumship aspect. We can connect even if the person's living and in motion. So there is, that's why we have to bring through so many evidences to paint the picture that you can connect the dot, that this is your loved one and not just some random thought or idea that I'm trying to sell you. Just got to be honest. I had another question. Somebody said, what is the reason that a reader may not be able to connect with you? Well, I saw you enter and say, readers have a hard time connecting with me. So I don't know if you can, but can you try? That in of itself kind of sets the tone for a lack of connection. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but putting it out like that kind of creates a buffer already. People can't connect with me. Maybe you can. Let's not say that. That is the biggest thing, is when I don't believe that you can do what you're doing, then maybe you can't even connect in with my energy. Okay, so being open to maybe this person can connect. Maybe it's not what I thought it was. Maybe I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing. Okay, I personally have not found that I cannot connect with people. I found resistance, definitely, but that's usually within their belief patterns. Usually they don't even want to be here. They don't believe in the readings. They don't want a reading. So that's why nothing of substance can come through.
Exactly.
It's like we've got a saying in UK, I don't know whether it's when you feel a shiver going down your spine, and they say that is someone walking over your grave.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a saying what we have here.
When your earrings, they say someone's talking trash about you. Yeah. That's what we say here in the States. But when your earrings, your past loved ones shouting in your ear, trying to talk to you. That's the way I've experienced it.
Yeah.
So those chills, that's not walking over your grave. You're sensing into the spiritual nature of what's going on, right? That's what I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Someone brought a comment up about being, when we're talking about past lives and being, if you like, attracted to certain places as if they feel like home. I can relate to that. I've felt that many a times because my first past life that I have any memory of was in the city of Troy, and I was an archer. And when this archaeologist finally discovered Troy, and I'd been saying for years, it's in Turkey, it's close to the coastline of Turkey. And he had excavated certain parts of it. And it was a broadcast that was on TV in one of the documentary channels. And I said, that so-and-so's there, the palace is over there, that's the main gate there, and right out there was the beach. And he went on further on and said, and we've have evidence through soil sampling that the beach was actually here. And I said, I told you that half an hour ago.
Wow.
And that was where the Greek soldiers had landed their boats. And I said, that's where they landed. And they had just under a mile to walk from there to the front gates of the city. And they were like, how the hell did you know all that? I said, because I stood in those walls shooting arrows at them.
Fantastic. That is so awesome. Yes, we have countless past lives, countless parallel incarnations. And he's absolutely correct. If you're drawn to a certain era, a certain generation, a certain timeline, a certain location, ancient Egypt, these kinds of things, like find where you're drawn, what curiosity is piqued within you. That's a resonance. That's a resonance of energy. You feel some kind of connection, and that connection was probably in a past life. So investigate that. I got chills right now, friends. That's exciting, exciting stuff. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should do a group pick your person message. Yes. So we're going to do messages for the group. So you get to pick your reader. I'm Heidi. And if you want a message from me, my group message, then you just drop my name down into the comments there, Heidi. And if you want to pick Luke, Luke's going to have a message for you. Drop Luke into the comments. And if you want something special from Paul, drop Paul into the comments. We'll give you a minute to get that going. Exciting stuff. This has been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time again. It's that time again. Here we go. Oh, snaps. I see the names coming. I got chills right now. This is exciting stuff. Who's ready? Oh, I'm pulling cards. I'm getting my message together. Oh, boy.
I've got about 8 people stood behind me.
Well, who wants to go first?
I've got something, but it's not a wax art, so I've just got something for Lynn Green.
All right.
Lynn, if you don't mind me coming to you, please. What I'm actually getting is that you've got to start slowing down and stop getting things in 2 1/8, as we say, getting things messed up, because things are actually starting to get to you now, and you're not slowing down, and you do actually need to actually meditate more, and you need to calm down, because things are just getting really on top of you now, and you don't want to explode. But there is a lot of love coming from spirit for you. No.
Well done.
All right.
And you did all that without a wax card.
Beautiful message. Yes.
Okay. I'm feeling I actually have a lady shouting out, Lorraine, 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 and she's drowning out everybody else, bless her. So I have to say, Lorraine Clark, I feel I'm drawn to you, because this lady just won't calm down. And this lady, she comes in with a sense of concern and worry But at the same time, she says, I've pulled out the stops and I've brought some friends with me. So just to clarify this lady to you, Lorraine, is that she comes to me in a sense I want to put her in I want to put her in generation 3. So I'm feeling that she sits comfortably in generation 3, which would make her a grandmother. But as she comes in, she's coming in more with the sense of worry and concern like a mother, but I feel she belongs into generation 3. And she's coming in and she's expressing a great amount of concern on two fronts. The first one she's concerned about is overwork. She feels that you are taking on too much, that you're being too much of the kind and dutiful yes lady, in that you're always saying yes, yes, yes to overwork, and she's concerned that you should actually be starting to say no, no, and actually taking time out of your day to completely rest and allow yourself to regenerate and recharge your batteries. She's telling me that spirit are grateful for everything you're doing, and she has organized for a spirit friend of hers to come in and offer their strength and abilities to bring you back to that sense of fully charged batteries. Now, I'm having an image of this gentleman put into my mind, and to be fair, he reminds me, by the way he appears, like James Robertson Justice, the mad doctor or mad surgeon, who is an actor who's been in a number of different films, so I'm told. And he's very much a hands-on type healer. In other words, he likes to be up to his armpits in, if you like, blood and guts in the operating theatre as he plays these difficult, doctor parts. So they're bringing in a healer into you, and this person is very much a hands-on, in that he wants to, if you like, separate you apart and go in there and start fixing things back up, because he's telling me that your batteries are knackered and he wants to take them out, throw them away, and then put new ones back in, and then do the knit one, purl one, stitch you back up again. And then you will be fully regenerated into where you should be. So Spirit are sending a physician, if you like, to try and help bring you back to good health. But he is stressing again that there needs to be not only a physical healing take place, there needs to be a spiritual one, and it involves, if you like, complete and utter bed rest. I'm seeing an image of you laid flat out on a bed and him standing over you doing, waving his hands across, and I can see blue light coming off of his hands onto your body. And this is a complete head to toe type psychic healing process that's to go on. However, your schedule is such that your batteries are operating at about a third of the strength that they need to. I'm also hearing the barking of a small dog around. I don't know if this is connected to you or if this is one of the other individuals that's come in. But that is what they want to say, is you need rest on all fronts, and that you need to practice the word no. And also that you need to put yourself above everybody else. And that's from the physician. But the lady says, you never listen anyway, but I still love you very much. So thank you, Lorraine, for the opportunity of reading for you.
Beautiful, beautiful messages.
Yeah, can I just say, and Lorraine is the lady that actually first got us doing lives. So we
Oh,
do owe a debt of gratitude to Lorraine. If it wasn't for Lorraine, I don't know whether we'd be here now. So Lorraine was the one who actually found us.
well, thank God for Lorraine, because you guys are a joy to the world, a blessing and a gift. And it
Yeah,
is really something special. So thank you,
yes.
Lorraine.
And also, Heidi, I done this one for you
Oh,
while I was
let's see it.
there.
Sneaky beaky one.
Yes, and there is a gentleman actually around you that's actually coming in. He's got like a bit of a bald head here, and he's actually coming in just to let you know that uh, they used to think that you wouldn't amount to anything, but what you have actually done is actually amazing, and they are so proud and full of love and admiration for you. And he's just coming in and saying you are full of love, and we were wrong. They're actually admitting they were wrong, and they are actually sending so much love for you. And yeah, there we are.
I love that, Paul. Thank you
Yeah,
so
and
much.
if
Thank
you
you.
look, there is a guy actually there as well between the opening, just there, and
Yes.
doors are really starting to open to you from spirit. So there you go.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful message and unexpected. I do appreciate that so much, Paul. Thank you for that. Now, whoever was drawn to pick my message, I got a message for everybody here. Who was drawn to hear from me? I got a couple of cards. I got peacock feathers for you. Okay, so everyone who was drawn to pick a message from me, this is your message. I've got a few cards. Peacock feathers speaks about the way that we notice people in our lives. Everyone wants to be noticed and appreciated, and to feel like they're attracted to their partner or attracted by their partner, these kinds of things. With or without a partner, guys, you are a person of quality. And there are people in your life who want to be noticed and recognized and valued by wonderful you. And sometimes life gets so busy that we forget to stop and say please and thank you, or I love you, or you look really nice today. To stop and give those hugs and kisses and say, hey, you did a great job with dinner, thank you so much for all of that, right? These ways that people just want to be stroked. They want their peacock feathers stroked, and maybe they don't know how to say this. I want to say sometimes we have children or partners or friends or etc. who may act out like squeaky wheels because they really want our attention. And if you are finding that, if you were drawn to this message and you have like a squeaky wheel, paying that one-on-one time and attention to just get on the level with that person because they need something from you, and it's probably your love. However, when we get too busy to stop and just acknowledge and give that straightforward in a direct method, in direct manner, sometimes others can feel a little bit left out. I'll just say that. So this is a call to be aware and conscious of the compliments that you are giving to people, because compliments are free, you guys. Like, we can make people feel better for free. It doesn't cost us anything if we just notice, hey, you're doing a great job, thank you so much. When people notice they're doing a good job, guess what? They try harder next time because they like to receive that recognition. They like to receive the praise. It goes the same for all of us. So I want to say to you, I was number 3, whoever picked me. Queen of Wands also showing up, meaning that you're seen, that people watch you, they see what you have going on, and maybe they follow your example. Okay, so these might also be children with this page of swords here. This is younger mindsets, okay, or immaturity, if you will, learning things. I feel like people are learning from you. I feel like people are taking their cues from you. I got chills right now. So recognize that when you spread love, it encourages others to do the same. They see how uplifting you might be, and they themselves become someone who also uplifts. So I see how you're teaching people by the way that you are moving through your life. So make sure that you complement those strengths and bring attention to those positive qualities and aspects, because that's where people stretch and reach to do even better when they know that their efforts are being acknowledged. That is what I have for my group message. That is what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed all of this. Paul and Luke, we have had a fantastic time. If you can see, Luke has dropped that in. Please leave a review at Double Trouble at Home. He's dropped that into the Facebook chat. So if you can just, we are here for you. Paul and Luke have their group and their pages, so you can leave the reviews, reach out for your wax art or your private sessions or whatever else you might need. And my page is right here. You know how to contact me. I do want to say that scammers will reach out to you guys. True, legitimate spiritual practitioners don't do that. You have to make the first move with us. Okay, and if you want to do that, we are here. Our links are around. Paul, Luke Bouchard, myself. I thank you all so much, and I'm going to let you guys.
Lorraine just put a lovely comment to Luke, but at the end of it, she turned around and said, we should do this again.
Yeah.
And you are a lovely person, she says.
Oh,
So, yeah.
well, thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We will have to do this again.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Lisa Pullen's just come on as well.
Oh, I love Lisa.
Yes, she's just come on as well.
I love Lisa. Oh man, you guys, this has been absolutely the best time. We will have to schedule another something like this for you.
Definitely.
It
And
has
maybe a
been-
question and answer one as
yes.
well.
Yes. Wouldn't that be great? What do you guys think? Maybe a Q&A. We can talk about some of our experiences. You can ask whatever questions of the guys or me, and we could just have a great time. I feel like that is awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yes.
Giving
All
away
right,
some of our
guys.
secrets.
Oh, yeah. All right, everyone. We're going to send you all the love, and we will see you next time. Mwah!
Yeah. Look after yourselves and each other. Bye.